Hey guys, I am back with a quick video today for day number 2 of the Merch Focus 30, part of the 30-day all-out blitz. And so today, guys, I just want to show you briefly how I make designs and how I made designs in the past on a very small budget, or in some cases even without spending any money whatsoever. So this is what kind of got me through and actually pretty much got me to where I am now at tier 500. With a bunch of sales, but going forward, I have a designer, but I'm still going to rely on kind of some of the methods that I've used in the past and also some of the newer ones I'll show you today. So the most common one and the one that I think really helped me out and kind of get the initial stages for me was actually to use Canva. It's super simple. I don't have a design or graphic design background, and so Canva is just allows you to make really simple primarily text-based designs. So what I do is just come in here and I actually create a design that is 4,500 pixels by 5,000. 5,000 is the max, so we get close, and then it's pretty simple. But you can actually go ahead and they have a bunch of different elements, text, backgrounds, and I don't want to say it's drag and drop, but it's about as close as you can get. So just to give you guys a quick idea. Now, one of the tips I'll recommend is normally I want all of my shirts to look good on a black t-shirt or kind of the darker t-shirt colors. So I'll actually go ahead and set the background on here to black right off the bat, just so I know what I'm working with. And then I'll normally go in and do something text related. So this example, I'm just going to use one of the pre-built ones. Let's just see. I'm just going to make something simple for you guys. So yeah, so you can kind of play around. I mean, there's a bunch of different cool layouts in here, and to be honest, if you have the time and want to spend it, you can get pretty creative with this stuff. But for the sake of time, just to show you guys something I might do, Merch Focus 30, established 2018. All out merch. Cool. So you get some text in there that you like, and then the cool thing is that you can either go and actually pull in some of the pre-built and preset designs that they have in here. So they have a bunch of stuff. So if I were to just say, let's see if they have anything money related, or actually, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, that's fine. So you can see, guys, they have a bunch of free elements, and then you can also go in. Actually, they have some paid ones, and the paid ones are fairly cheap. Anywhere, like you'll see right here, these ones are $1 per use, and they have some ones that I think come with like a more of an intense license or a monthly subscription. But I was able, for the most part, to get by just using like free designs that were already in the system. So yeah, you can kind of just play around with this and lay them out, and yeah, I think this is like a super helpful tool right when you're starting off and yeah, don't want to spend any money on a designer and just kind of keep it simple for yourself. So yeah, with that being said, now what I would do here, just to take it one step further, so let me copy this. I'm just going to try to make it somewhat decent of a design. I think there's a way. You guys get the idea. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. Clearly, I'm not a graphic designer, but yeah, so you kind of build your layout, and then just to show you like one step further, once I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and download it, and then I would take it into Photoshop and essentially turn it into a PNG file. So I'd pull off all of the black backgrounds. It makes it super simple. To do that, and like even if you guys don't actually understand how Photoshop works, I think there's even some online tools that'll pull off backgrounds for you and turn it into a PNG file. But that's what I've found is the easiest way. Let's just do a quick one here. So if I open up Photoshop, might take 1 sec. Then we go ahead and we'll just open up that design. Merch Focus 30. And yeah, pretty easy. So Yeah, all I do on this is actually go in and do a color range. So selecting the color range, choose the black color range here, and then delete that out. And now I have just kind of a clear background. So that's perfect for t-shirts. Now, obviously, this one's not necessarily the most centered, but then I can go and adjust the canvas size. And again, guys, this is super, super basic stuff. I don't know a ton about Photoshop. I just know the basics. And so you guys can obviously kind of see it's enough. It gets you far enough. And now I might actually even line it up in here so it looks slightly better, slightly more professional. Then you just go ahead and save that and go ahead and upload it to merch. So that's kind of the first method, and that gets you pretty far, honestly. If you can just be creative with Canva and kind of with what you're doing, it's super simple to do. So now the second method, and this is what I've actually just started playing around with over the last week, and something that I really love, is the new design feature in Merch Informer. So again, I'll put a link to this in the description too, but just to show you guys so far what I've learned and what you can kind of do on here. If you're in Merch Informer, you go to up here and they have this new tab for Merch Designer. If I click that open, it's going to force me to log in again. Okay. So I come in here, I'm going to choose the product. For this, I'm just going to use t-shirts. It's the simplest. And let's go ahead and reset to default. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and let's see if they have anything. They have a bunch of different things. I'm still kind of figuring this out. I want to see if they have a turtle in here. Okay, they have some I'm not the biggest fan of. Oh, that one's actually going to work for this. Okay, I have this idea in my head, so I'm trying to kind of give you guys an example. But let's say I want to throw this thing on here. Now this is something I absolutely love about Merch Informer is you can do this the same thing in Photoshop. It's just a little bit more complicated. But I'll put in this free clip art that they have in the system. And then I'm actually going to go right over here. I love this website too, Unsplash. Most, I think, if not all of the images on here are actually commercial free images, so anyone can use them, and even for commercial purposes. If you guys want it, you can look more in here. So yeah, you can see download for free, do whatever you want, and they obviously talk a little bit more about it. Let's just double check. Can be used for free. You can use them for commercial and non-commercial. You do not need to ask permission from or provide credit to the photographer or Unsplash, although it's appreciated when possible. So again, guys, it's pretty cool, and it just kind of allows you to actually access a bunch more in the sense of getting some like really cool high resolution items. So that being said, so what I would do for example for this one, I'm just going to choose something simple. I don't want to take too long, and I'll just download this for now. Might change it later, and then I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to actually go ahead and upload. Playing around with this a little bit earlier. Upload this design, pull it over here into my image. I'm going to make it bigger, and then what I get to do is actually create a mask. So what I mean by that is it'll put, well, you guys will just see in a second. We'll see kind of the outcome. So yeah, so you guys can see, essentially I can put the actual picture and have it mask over the design itself, which is really cool. And you can get really creative with this. Now this one I don't like as much as I thought, so might just play around with it. But you guys get the idea. You can do this. It's not just with animals or anything like that. But you can also go ahead and do it with text, which I think is kind of the real idea here, is to do it on text and just get some cool looking text and fonts. So let me see if this one looks any better. Yeah, so I mean, that one looks kind of cool. Pretty simple. Maybe I'm going to put some cool text on top of that. Yeah, so now if you look, it's pretty neat, but they already have all these pre-built-in text features as well. Just makes it, again, like so simple to do this, and you can really just pump out designs, even if you're, not someone who's skilled with design or Photoshop or anything like that. It just makes it easy. So like this, again, like I'm not gonna do anything too crazy, but let's see. Here we go. Still learning. Turtles. Again, guys, I'm going to keep it super simple, like I said. So anyway, I think you guys get the idea. Essentially, it's a really cool, easy to use tool. And again, this is included with everything else that Merchant Informer has, which is just incredible. I mean, it makes it the perfect deal. Again, in total, I think I'm paying $16.99. Well, I know $16.99, and that gives me not just this, but all of the other features and kind of the modules over here as well. So anyway, once it's done, the other nice thing is it's already ready to go, so I can literally download this. It's going to be in the exact format and size range that I'm looking for, and then I can go directly into merch and actually upload it. And so I just need to really focus on the keywords and optimizing the listing itself. So again, guys, that's just another really simple way, and I highly, highly recommend getting Merch Informer for this reason. It makes it so easy to go in and create designs and just pump these things out. So with that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with that and my beautiful, beautiful Turtles t-shirt. Maybe I'll even throw it up on merch. Who knows? If I do, I'll put a link down below in the description, but you guys get the idea. So that is it for day 2, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video update.